My life will never be the same. Feeling the love, I'm on my way. Tonight we'll meet again. Let's stay until the end. Tonight we'll meet again. Don't fear, just take my hand.
2013 is going to be a big year, guys. Just pull up a chair, sit back, and enjoy the show.
That is by far the worst one you've ever done.
That was bad.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a blank ESC Songers. These overlays are a train wreck. That's how we start off 2013.
That's the best picture ever.
Oh, that one of Frank is mine.
Why'd you choose my child picture? That's the worst.
Because anything else is just
wow.
I have some good ones. I'm a handsome man.
You can't show your picture on the internet. I mean, come on.
I was like 11 then.
You look great.
Man.
You were in a suit.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's a nice gray suit.
There was a really good one of you in like high school, but you looked inebriated, so I didn't want to give your students the wrong idea.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks also for making fun of my opening intro. You literally gave me 10 seconds to come up with that, and I thought it was deep.
Actually,
Frank, all right, here's the deal with the opening pictures, Frank. I have nothing to do with them until I arrive and I see them half hour before the show. You are the one who picks out these pictures. So when you see these pictures, do you not think, here's something good I could say about this one? Or do you just look at the picture and say, that is a picture that could have something said about it, of which I know nothing, and then just put the link in the document?
That's exactly what I do. I say, why waste my cognitive abilities on coming up with a saying now? John's just going to not pick 5 of these. So now I just pick one when you tell me, and I come up with a saying.
Oh.
You're a jerk. You have half an hour before the show, like you said, but you give me 5 seconds, and then you make fun of it.
I don't know what I have to do before the show.
I don't know why I take this.
Do you know how many bowel movements I deferred to have the show ready on time?
Oh, are you sure? This looks like a pretty big bowel movement with all your overlay action.
Welcome, everybody, to, what is this, week 18 of EsportsCanadaTV. I'm your host, at Quinn of the Net, BSG Toaster, and all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, cSaroVati. As well, my second best host this week, because he actually has a webcam like a real person, at ESC Songers. Nick Songers, how you doing in this beautiful 2013 New Year?
Doing way better than Frank is right now, because I do, of course, have a webcam. Happy New Year, everyone, and we are back.
With a vengeance. You just got knocked down to 3rd place with that intro.
Woo!
That was pretty stale, Nick. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Esports Canada. The only reason why I don't have a webcam, though, is because my internet's been really dicey lately, and I'm getting it upgraded. I'll soon have the capabilities of what's it called? Like running production out of my house, which is going to be pretty exciting. So I'll be able to stream online. But I just can't do it now. My internet's really messed up.
We played Dota with Frank, and then he dropped out, and he lost us the game.
Oh, in Dota? Yeah.
Which is so much different than if Frank stays around and loses you the game.
Same thing.
I win you the game. So, who are we waiting for, John?
Well, let's take a peek at the rundown here. We got 2 guys from Clarity Gaming coming to talk to us, cSaroVati and cEngyn. They'll be joining us, I believe, in the second half of the show. As well, we have Josh Lewis, the owner of Triumph eSports, will be talking to us about the King of the Prairies event coming up, as well a bit about his team. He's going to be joining us in a few weeks' time for a full interview, so we're going to skip the lightning round with Josh, but he's going to give us a quick plug of his events coming up. As well, we're going to talk about the King of the Prairies events on our own dime, and LAN ETS, the big event coming up in March in Montreal that I will be attending. Frank?
Yes, of course.
Nick?
You know we're attending.
I am so there.
You are so
there. You know
there.
why we're there?
Not a clue.
Wait, you're talking about LAN ETS?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. We're going because we are going to be casting on the English stream, me and Nick. I don't know why they asked Nick to go.
It's actually Nick and I. You're a teacher, and you should know that.
Ha!
It's me and
Making
Nick.
fun of my
Because
English.
it's me first and then Nick. Nick
Oh,
second.
okay, yeah. Okay, your excuse.
That makes no sense.
That makes perfect
terrible
sense.
grammar.
But yeah, we're going to be casting. It's really exciting because, I mean, obviously it's a wicked event. I think I heard it's either the largest or the second largest LAN event in North America, or in Canada?
Largest in Eastern Canada. Well, Eastern of North America, basically.
Okay,
East of
yeah.
Toronto, i.e. the center of the universe.
Oh,
Shut up,
that's so
John.
flat for that.
I can't rip on Toronto because I was there over the weekend and I got this Blue Jays shirt because I'm going to bandwagon this year and pull for them.
You thought
I
of
might
Blue
even
Jays.
watch a game.
Oh,
Where's your Montreal
Maybe just like the
Expos
end of the
shirt?
game.
Where's
I
your
don't-
Expo shirt?
I never followed the Expos. I was always a Blue Jays fan.
Oh, well, there's no longer the Expos, so it really doesn't matter. I think they're the Washington Nationals now?
I did have an Expos hat, but
That's a good retro find now.
yeah.
excellent.
So why don't we take this opportunity to go over what we were going to go at the end? Like, let's talk about the Toronto LAN we're planning.
Yeah.
How does that sound? All right, go ahead, Songers. You do it.
All right, so we've decided to host a LAN. So it's going to be a Toronto LAN. It's on the 19th. We're going to be having it at Net Effect PC Cafe.
I'm
which
just
is
going to pull
located-
this up on the screen while you're talking about
Sure.
it, Nick.
All right. So it's located at 9 Isabella Street. Right now, I think we have about $200 plus in prize pool. So the entry fee is going to be $10. And so I think we're going to set something like the first 30 people to sign up there will be in the tournament. We also have casual games for casual people who want to come and just, not really be competitive, but just still have a good time playing things like mono battles, micro, macro. And yeah, it's going to be a great event. There's also a bar next door. That was a big plus. Spoke to the owner yesterday. We went to check out the venue, and it's looking really great. Brand new computers, really clean, lots of cool drinks. But yeah, it was looking really good.
What's important to note is you said we're probably going to have to cap it around the first 30 or so because the Net Cafe it's basically a cyber cafe, right? So it only has the computers that are there. And you probably saw on the Facebook thing that there's like 44 people that are signed up. But the way it works is that a lot of those people are also part of eSports Canada, and we're going to be helping with production stuff. So we're not going to be the ones who are in need of functioning computers. So you can take away a few of those numbers of useful computer space. So everybody who's interested, go to that Facebook page, click on the I want to go so that we can get an idea of numbers. If we get ridiculously high numbers, we'll probably be able to figure out a way to facilitate more people, especially in the future, because now we'll know what numbers we're dealing with. So definitely show you're interested, and even message and say the kind of stuff that you're interested to do, game types you want to play for the non-competitive side. Yeah. And I hope.
Frank, I want you to talk like you have to use your voice that you had when you in the picture. Use your 11-year-old voice.
Nick, are you a pedophile?
No, I just think it'd be funny.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Wait, I forgot to mention. Nick and I are going to be casting for that event as well. We're going to have Tony Tran, Lancelot. He's going to be doing our observing, so we're going to have some wicked observing happening through his eyes. And it's going to be a really cool event. We have a bunch of really big Canadian names coming too. We have Hendrilisk for sure coming. We have recent VVV pickup Nubergini coming. We have a lot of, KS Hype was talking about how he is thinking about coming now. And a few people are on the invite list. They just haven't got back to us yet, but maybe Believe will be there. So some big names, especially in the Toronto area. It should be really cool. Even if you don't think that you'll be able to compete in a competitive tournament, we're going to have prizes for the non-competitive side, and you'll get to meet these players and hang out with them. So that'll be pretty cool.
Don't forget Combat X is going to be there as well.
Yeah, he signed up as well. So
My God.
yeah, lots of excitement there.
Bring your merch so he can sign it and decrease the value.
Whoa!
I kid.
keyboard.
I love Wasif.
I'll bring that keyboard that Frank ruined in ASL, and I'll get him to sign it. It'll bring up the value a little bit, for sure.
Who's Zeppelin535 in chat? Show yourself. Do you want a Dota 2 key? We're feeling gracious.
Extra generous today.
Zeppelin535, we know you're watching.
Whoa!
He says hello. You want a Dota key? Yeah, okay. Frank, make that happen, please.
That quick. Do you want a Dota key though? Do you even need one?
He said sure.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, so can you here? I'm gonna
Zeppelin,
talk.
just message us your Steam ID, and we will get you a key.
Make it happen.
Message it to that account, the person who just said "Yo, eSports Canada," and yeah, just private message them so that I can add you on Skype after, and then I can trade you one. I don't want to do it in the middle of the show because. Oh, Josh is back, John. Josh,
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
Josh, do you have a webcam?
Hey.
Hey. Do you happen to have a webcam, Josh?
Yeah, I do.
Fantastic.
You want to turn it on?
Oh, okay. 1 second. I'm in a dark room. I'm gonna turn on the lights and stuff.
No problem. Maybe we can explain what's happening here for everyone watching. Josh Lewis is an organizer for Triumph Esports, and he's also one of the organizers for the King of the Prairies event in Saskatchewan. And we're having him on to, one, promote his event in the prairies, and we're also going to be having him on later on February 4th, I believe, amongst 2 other owners of teams, Canadian owners of teams, just to talk about their experiences. So he's just showing up now, so once he's all set up, John will set the overlays and we'll be good.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear about King of the Prairies. I'm hoping he can get into it a bit tonight, and we don't have to wait until he's a real guest.
How do I turn on my video here?
You should be able to find it at the bottom.
Yeah, there should be a little picture
banner.
of a video
Oh,
camera. Yeah.
Should hopefully be working now. Is
Yeah.
that
like
can you
post-
see me?
It's loading.
This is
Get
great.
Nick back.
You could have spent this time changing my picture, John, to something presentable.
It is presentable.
Okay, when Nick's away, I use a picture of a monkey. So
Yeah,
be
seriously.
glad that it's actually a picture of you, all right?
That's true. I can see John has some respect for me, at least.
Yep, no.
That's how I see
Okay.
you, though, as a 12-year-old
Some
boy.
different objects.
That was my girlfriend's comment after she met you on the weekend was, Frank's so little.
Oh,
So,
geez.
so
It's only
What?
because you're a gigantic man, John. Like,
What was my
I
comment?
am a mammoth.
you live next to a
I don't know.
mountain.
She didn't remember that you were there. She was like, why didn't Nick come?
Oh, obviously.
Where
Everyone
was that
forgets.
monkey that's on your show all the time?
Okay, anyways. Yeah, looks like we got the video up. Hello, Josh.
Can you?
Hey, how's it going?
I don't see his video, but
Oh,
Well, if it's not working, Josh, you might actually just toggle it on and off real quick, and it might come back on. But we can still talk to you, so maybe
Yeah.
we can not worry about that too much.
yeah.
Uh,
All right. I think everyone sees it but me, and I'm kind of the one who needs.
okay, here I'm just gonna turn it off.
Oh.
Oh, now that I turned it off, it's like. Should I just rejoin the call?
Try
You
turning
can
it on again?
just try it real quick, and if it doesn't work the once, then we'll just go forward.
I turned it off, and now it, like, stay here.
God, technology, man. Why?
no.
Why is it like this?
Technology's hard, man.
Well, it's
Hey,
not
you know
right.
what, guys? I could totally be doing this show naked, and you have no idea.
Who says
On the
that we
internet,
don't
no one
always do
knows.
that?
No idea.
I
No one knows
am-
I'm a dog.
1 second, I'm just gonna rejoin the call.
All right, perfect. We will see you in 2 seconds.
Can you imagine, like, you accidentally turn on the webcam and you are sitting there naked? I would be in shock.
Oh, man. I would be kicked out of esports, huh? It'd be a scandal.
I'd be appalled. You'd be like that guy who got caught.
Yep. Just
I
like
don't-
that guy.
He had a face
Just
and
like that guy.
and a nose
Guy
and
with a
stuff.
face. The
And
eyes.
Yep.
The eyes.
Yeah, those were some
All
eyes.
right, Josh, I still can't see you, but we're just gonna go
Okay.
forward anyway. When you come
Okay.
on the show for real, we can work it out then. But welcome to Esports Canada TV. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Thanks.
you are an owner of Triumph Esports,
Yep.
and as well you are involved with King of the Prairies, which is kind of why we wanted you to come on the show tonight to promote that. So why don't you tell us just a touch about Triumph Esports, because save some for when you're on again, and give us the rundown on King of the Prairies.
Triumph Esports is just a small team. Almost all Canadian players. We started in September 2012, so we're just still getting off the ground. It's it's a small startup team, and I think we've been doing pretty well for ourselves already, doing some decent in some team leagues and stuff. So, but we can talk about that another time more probably. And King of the Prairies is a tournament. It's based in Saskatchewan, in Regina, Saskatchewan. This is our first time doing it, and it's gonna be January 12th, so it's coming up really quick here. Like I guess that's 5 days, which is kind of scary. Now that I think about it.
You're just realizing it now. And, oh god,
Yeah, I'm just
we
like,
need a venue.
so I don't have time to talk to you guys. I gotta go. No, it's yeah. So we're doing that in 5 days. It's actually it's pretty exciting. It's a 2-day kind of event. King of the Prairies itself is just 1 day. We're trying to get all the best players from Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan in Regina for the day. It's going to be a 1-day, like all-day LAN. We're thinking the prize pool is going to be somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500, depending on how many people show up, and as well as a bunch of other sick prizes like keyboards and mouses and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a double elimination best of 3 format. Anyone can join. We were expecting some big players like Kane and Clarity, cEngyn, or cEngyn I guess now, and Clarity cSaroVati, and Pulse Kane, and My Intense Grape, and a couple other like pretty big name Canadian players to come out. So it should be really good. We have some pretty good casters from all over the Western Canada, so we're really excited for it. And the second day is actually like the top 5 from that tournament get seeded into a separate 8-man tournament, which takes place the next day, so Sunday the 13th, and that's actually going to be taking place in a local TV studio and broadcasted all over Saskatchewan in a 11-part TV series. Which is our second time doing that, actually. So.
Yeah, I remember seeing the first episode you did a while ago, or at least the Team Liquid post about it, or I think it was on StarCraft Reddit or something. Hey, this is on TV in Saskatchewan of all places. What kind of went into getting that show off the ground? How did that come to be?
Well, we had in Saskatchewan, we had from the StarCraft 1 community, which I actually was not a part of at all, but there was like a decent little community here that was pretty tight-knit. And a really smart and talented guy named Mark LaPrairie started a website called saskgamers.com. So if anyone's listening to this that's from Saskatchewan and wants to meet more people, you can find that site. And that's kind of how I got plugged into it all. But Mark is just, like I said, he's really talented. He actually works for Capcom now, I'm pretty sure. And he is, he talked to some local TV guy who was like, yeah, we want to do a TV show. And we just showed up. We had 8 people show up that day. It took like, I don't know, we started at 10 a.m., probably went to about 6 p.m. We had like a small in-house tournament just in the TV studio. It was pretty low-key. And they did all the production. They gave us food. They supplied the prizes. Wow. And it was awesome, yeah. They catered our meals, and then they paid for hotel rooms for people and stuff. And
really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then... yeah, and then once it was done, probably about a month after that, they did all the post-production stuff, and then it aired. Yeah, it's 11 parts, I'm pretty sure, half-hour segments, and that's like each segment was like 1 game with like a post-game analysis, and then before the game they would do like a newbie corner kind of thing where they would explain some element of the game that was new, and yeah, it looked pretty good. So we were excited, and we kind of didn't know how it went over, like if many people watched it on TV. Or whatnot, and then they emailed me back and they said we want to do season 2, and wow. Mark now lives in Vancouver, so I guess to be honest, there's not much work involved for like us. The TV studio does almost everything. They just count on us to like bring the players and whatnot. So we were already doing this King of the Prairie, so we said, why not have the top players from this qualify for that with the top 3 from last time, and I think it'll elevate like the level of play, and also it's cool for like if a guy like Kane or a Clarity Engine gets like a chance to be on TV, like that looks good for like team trying to get sponsors after and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So.
How was the reception from people kind of outside of the gaming community, people you knew who you kind of told, you know, parents and aunts and grandparents, and hey, I have a TV show coming up, please watch it. What was the reception from the noob community?
It was pretty funny actually. Like, I'm involved in like a lot of things in my local community, like a lot of different things that are not gaming related at all. Well, I had a couple people like see it on TV and they're like, dude, I saw you on TV last night commentating a video game. And I was like, it's kind of like when you're like at first you're like you don't know, like it's awkward. I don't know. Maybe you guys have got through that already and you just embrace it, but for me it was a little bit strange. So at first I didn't know what to say, and now I just kind of embraced it. And yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. When I tell people about it, it's hard for me to explain to them. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to a video game tournament this weekend. And they're like, oh, really? That's kind of funny. And they like laugh. I'm like, yeah, it's actually going to be on TV. And like, oh, like, is that a thing? And it's kind of a cool way for me to introduce the idea of like competitive gaming and whatnot. So,
is there any way for people who haven't seen this series to watch it on the internet, or was it a one-time thing?
Like, currently, there's not.
Okay.
Just because it's we didn't want to like pirate it from the TV station, which, like, because I don't know, it was there. They did a lot for us, and we're not going to just pirate it. But like for people in Saskatchewan that have access cable or internet, they can watch it. Like, they have like it on their on-demand like digital. And we talked to the studio. They were going to work on a way like you can actually buy it on DVD, which is pretty funny, but
that's awesome.
It's like absurdly expensive. So
for one match for a half hour.
It's like each match is on like a separate DVD, which doesn't make any whatever. I'm not kidding, but it's not cost efficient at all. No. So we're gonna look on a way to get season 1 up now that season 2 is like airing. We figure like we could probably get season 1 on the internet somehow if we talk to them. So
then again, you might be the only StarCraft 2 DVD content in the world right now. So that's.
I actually thought about that, so I googled it. Like I googled like StarCraft DVD or whatever, and I guess Boxer has like a greatest matches played DVD in Korea, and it sold like 2 million copies. So.
Yeah, but that's Brood Wars. So you're the number one selling currently. You're the number one selling StarCraft 2 DVD in the world.
It's also funny to be like, yeah, though. North America's first televised StarCraft 2 tournament, and it's in Saskatchewan. It's just bizarre. So.
That's really
awesome, did you guys beat out? Because I know it was on Swedish television, was it not? With like the latest dream hacks.
Yeah, I think
you guys were first.
I actually can't remember. I think we might have been. I think we were before that dream hack, but I think it might have been on Swedish TV for like smaller, it's not like other things before that with like ESL. I don't know. So.
You're number one though.
Yeah.
So Josh, where can I follow King of the Prairies, and if I want to sign up and fly out to Saskatchewan or follow the event, where can I do so?
We're gonna have 2. Well, we were gonna have 1 stream for the tournament. We're now thinking about doing a 2nd stream. It's not confirmed yet. It'll be on the Team Liquid like sidebar for events on the day. The stream will probably get going at about 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
Mountain
time, so I'll be like 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I guess. And yeah, that's kind of when we'll get the stream kicked off. Hopefully 2 streams. And we put a lot of work into the stream, like even though it's a local thing and we're just streaming it from computers. We have like we tried to do some stuff that most small lands wouldn't have, so definitely check into the stream and you can see for yourself. We set up a few multi-camera systems, like an interview area and stuff, so we're pretty excited.
Nice.
And yeah, the guy who does all that, actually, I should give him a shout out. It's gonna be on his stream too. His name's Colin Schick or Shicky, and he's an awesome caster, and he's like a technology guru. So definitely want to give him a shout out. In his stream, it's gonna be on twitch.tv/Shicky, like SCHICKY SC, so Shicky SC. But it'll be on the Team Liquid sidebar under events. And if you have any information, to be honest, the best way to figure out what you want quick is just to message me. You can message me on Team Liquid. I'm JLu on there. I made the King of the Prairies post thread, or you can add me on Skype. My Skype is J to the Lu, or you can on Twitter. You can find Triumph Esports. You should follow Triumph Esports anyways. So, and so yeah, and those are the best ways. Like it's a small event, so we're micromanaging a lot. So any question you have, if you even like need help finding a ride down or need help finding a place to stay, contact me and I'll set you up. I think I think the guys you have on tonight, the Clarity guys, are crashing my place.
Nice.
Is that an unfair advantage?
Yeah, is that biased? It sounds like.
I don't know. I have players in the tournament, so I was thinking about like putting their food or something like that. The Clarity players. I have Triumph players in the tournament, so yeah.
Kane's messaging us on Twitch saying to check your PMs on TL.
Yeah, I'll
Great.
yeah, for sure.
And we love you, Kane.
Yeah, Kane's definitely going to be one of the favorites to win it here.
Yeah,
so.
he hit #1 on GM last week at some point.
Yeah, he was a really solid player. We're excited to have him down. I was like shocked when I found out he's from Brown in Manitoba. Like, if you've ever driven through Brown in Manitoba, there's like, I mean, I'm not going to run Brown in Manitoba down, but
It's stepped out enough for itself.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Sprint isn't that bad.
Yeah. We love Kane. He won the Fiber Up Gaming League, the Winter Cup or Fall Cup, whichever it was.
That's a cool event. I got to watch quite a bit of that, actually. So.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
Kane,
Yeah.
you should private message us too, and we'll have you on the show sometime.
I definitely asked him to be on the show, and I have him on Skype, I believe.
Oh well, now that John's not listening, Kane, just message me, and
That's true.
because
Frank's trying to get his hands in like all the pockets of the Canadian StarCraft community. He wants all the connections for himself. Not
Yeah.
for John.
So you can start Frank TV.
Yeah.
Frank,
Bastard.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, Josh. Well, we cannot wait to watch this event and buy the DVD at an exorbitant price. So, will it be on Amazon? Can I find the DVD on Amazon?
Oh, I hope so. I should say, you guys should send me actually. One of you guys should email me like a Esports Canada like logo or whatever, and we'll put it on our like.
Yeah, I
stream.
have a Sting, like the little intro video we use for the show that I can send you. It's like a 15 seconds.
Yeah, we'll shoot it on the stream and stuff. So
That would be amazing.
Like, you guys are helping promote our event here, so our goal is to get like a few hundred concurrents on the stream on Saturday. We really want to. We think we can get some. Yeah, we have a few awesome casters like Silence. He's from Manitoba. He's casted at MLGs, and cEngyn. He used to cast like he was on Quantic Gaming before they disbanded, and so we're really excited. We really wanted to find like quality casters, not just whoever we could find, and we're really happy with who we got. So
Yeah, well, I noticed you didn't ask Nick and Frank, so that's usually kind of bottom of the barrel. Like,
yeah,
we have everything in place, but we forgot to ask casters, and it's just like, oh, those
This guy.
Yeah, I would have actually asked them, but we wanted casters that were like live on location. So
Yeah,
those guys are actually
definitely.
down.
That is not
We understand.
Not cool, Josh.
It's all cool. It's whatever, man. It's
That's my friendly answer. That's my friendly excuse anyway.
It's your PC answer. Yeah, because there's not too much going on right now in the SC2 tournament scene, at least. January and February, kind of March seems to be when things start to pick up again, so it'll be exciting to have this local event. So everyone should follow at Triumph_esports on Twitter or message him on Skype. He seems pretty open. Maybe you can just stop by his house, knock on his door, and see if you can enter the King of the Prairies.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, for sure.
Where's the actual venue?
Oh, shoot! I can't believe I forgot that. All the information. If you have any questions, I made a really detailed Team Liquid post.
Yeah,
It's just
we posted that in the chat for you.
Okay. Yeah, it's got like detailed rules and everything, but the venue itself is at the Matrix Gaming Center in Regina, and that is, I believe, 566 McIntyre Street. And they are giving us an unbelievable. They're basically letting us use the venue for like next to nothing.
Nice.
And they're awesome, and it's a cool venue, and they have like a room with 3 projector screens they're letting us use to stream the games. And
amazing.
honestly, yeah, it's awesome. He's an awesome guy, and we're really excited to do an event there. So
I love in the frequently asked questions, the third one just says, "What is the Matrix?"
yeah, honestly, I thought that was. I didn't know how to ask it, but then once I wrote it, I realized how great that was. So.
The link's there in chat again if you guys are interested, so you'll be able to see the cool poster they put up and all the information. And you're right, 566 Regina, Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
As well, that is on our website and the calendar, so if you do want to check out all the information there as well. I think we linked to the Facebook group and the Team Liquid post as well from there.
Yeah.
So
I should plug for, there's another guy, Jason, his name's Jason in Cydia Pun. and he does graphics work for free, basically, or not free, but like really well priced for any of like. He does it for us, the Canadian team, and I know he does stuff for Clarity, and he did stuff for King of the Prairies, and he's an awesome designer.
Nice.
Is that the poster that he made for the event?
Yeah, and he did our overlays and stuff, which nobody's seen yet, but I'm really excited to show them off. They're really cool.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, we are officially stoked for this tournament, and we will be watching and cheering for Kane, as well as the, oh god, my camera fell. That was anticlimactic. Man, what is going on? I forgot my brand new webcam. My sister, God love her, bought me a new webcam for Christmas, only for this show, because why else would I use a webcam? And I forgot it. So yeah, we will be watching the show. Thank you so much, Josh, for coming on.
Yeah,
follow Josh at Triumph_esports, and the stream will be twitch.tv/ShikiSC. And we can't wait to have you back on the show to put you through the grueling lightning round.
Thanks.
Did you
I'm excited.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm gonna run now.
Yeah, you
All right,
have a
busy.
good-
Good luck.
Okay, Josh.
See you guys.
We should probably get the Bryans in, but did you see Zeppelin?
John's camera was just like. "Bleh."
I fell.
You did. We need a Matrix in Toronto. That sounds so cool. Anyways, let's go straight to the Bryans.
The
Maybe
Bryans.
They're not giving you love, but I like your post. It's pretty funny.
What's my
Oh.
post?
No. Zeppelin. Zeppelin posted something in the chat.
Oh.
Cool poster. Really showcases the exciting landscape of Paris.
Those prairies, man.
Mwahaha.
Oh, look at this with the preset.
Oh, John, you
Months on
just impress me every week.
I know, guys.
My goodness.
And this was like on a shoestring timeline of 30 minutes before the show.
And you
Yeah.
had compliments.
Hello, Brian.
Hey.
Hello. We're just
Whoa.
waiting. No, you're both here.
And so begins the confusion of which Brian we're talking to. December was the month of Jonathans. I think we had 2 on in a row, and now we have 2 Brians on at once. So we officially declare January the month of Brian Esports. So congratulations for being the flag bearers for this prolific movement.
Thanks.
So now we got to set up the overlays, but how about I
Yeah.
introduce who our players are, who the people are that are on right now?
Yes, please.
How's that sound? So we have 2 players from Clarity Gaming, Brian cSaroVati, Clarity cSaroVati, and Brian Clarity's cEngyn. So John's moving them into the correct spots, I believe. cSaroVati the Protoss, cEngyn the Zerg. And both these players will be participating in the King of the Prairies event that we were actually talking about with Josh Lewis in the first half. So really excited to have these guys on, not only to represent their team Clarity, but to represent Canadian esports in their region, and to talk about these awesome events that they get to participate in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's our pleasure.
Engine, do you have a webcam?
No, I do not. Sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, just don't post any pictures of you as a young man, because then John will put it off the stream like a jerk.
He's got a picture of a young girl right now, though.
What? No, I don't.
No,
Well, not you. I'm
no,
talking about
Engine
Engine.
picture.
Oh.
Engine, do you have?
I actually don't have him on my friends list, so it's just showing up as a question
Um,
mark. I thought he was a big Riddler fan.
If you do, you can link John to it and put it up. Otherwise, he might choose something unbecoming of you.
I've been a waffle and a monkey, just to let you guys know.
I think that's really apt, though. I think John's right on the ball with that.
Don't worry, I got something good here. All right, so
Hey,
guys, I
yeah.
do apologize in advance if I either mispronounce your names or call you the wrong Brian and or the wrong player. But I'm only
It's all
human.
good. We get mistaken quite often, actually. Our team is it's kind of like the month of January. We got a lot of doubles on our team. We have 3 Kevins, 2 Brians, and then we have 2 Hisus.
Two-
Yeah, just don't even ask. Yeah.
So if you want your kids to get into esports, you gotta name them Brian, Kevin, or Hisu. That's for sure.
Good pick, John. Good pick.
Good pick? All right, perfect.
That's a good picture.
That's the nicest one we've ever had. That's a high definition quality engine right there. All right, guys. To start off, just for clarity's sake, let's see what I did there. We will have Brian Z answer questions first, followed by Brian N.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And I use initials because Brian N, I can't for the life of me pronounce your last name.
Nguyen.
Nguyen? Okay, we
Yep.
literally had a 15-minute conversation before the show of how to pronounce your last name. All right, so
that's really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Let's go on with the show.
So Brian Zhao, that one
Yes.
I can't pronounce. How did you get into the wonderful world of esports?
Yeah. I've probably been playing games for a long time, since God knows when, probably like grade 1, grade 2. So esports was mainly something I got into when I was 15, I believe. It started with high school. I played a lot of team sports in my life and kind of wanted to start something more 1v1. But I also knew it was way too late to start a sport or something. Like, I would be way too far behind, so I decided, StarCraft is competitive. It just came out, so I could probably get into it and see how I do. So that's kind of how I got into esports in general.
And how did, what was kind of the transition from you playing a lot to playing competitively to playing pro?
There wasn't that much of a transition, really. When I first started off playing, I was always half decent. I don't think I put enough time to be at the top level at the start, but there honestly wasn't like a sudden change, like going from bronze to masters or whatever. I always generally was close to the top, and then eventually practicing more, practicing harder, getting a good team, practice partners, and all of that helped kind of contribute to me getting to a semi-pro or pro level.
And have you always been with Clarity, or was it kind of jumping around from clans to teams until finally finding a home?
I had 2 previous teams before Clarity. The first one was Revoki Gaming. It was way back in the day. That lasted for probably 5-6 months, and there was a lot of good players on that team. People who went to Check 6, people like Illusion, who's on Quanta Gaming. He was from Revoki. But then the next team I joined, that was a bit more, they were bigger, I guess, Area 51 Gaming. I was with them for another few months, but then unfortunately they disbanded as well. And then I had some friends who were starting up Clarity, and they just asked me, do you want a team? We have a lot of cool stuff, good players joining, so I eventually just joined Clarity, and here I am now.
And were you the original Brian, or were you the doppelganger?
I think I was the original one, because cEngyn definitely joined after me, so he can be the doppelganger.
And that will be our segue to cEngyn. cEngyn, welcome to the show. How did you get into this wonderful world of esports?
Well, I've been playing games all my life as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I started playing Brood War when I was like 10 years old or something. Not really competitively, but for fun. And then I moved on to Warcraft 3. And so after that, I mainly got good mechanics from those games, and then got really good at StarCraft 2 pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. Was Warcraft 3 something you were pretty competitive at as well, or was it more...
Not really. I
play?
played a lot of ladder, and then just got good from there.
And then kind of the same question from Brian Z. What was the kind of transition from, hey, I'm playing a lot, to, hey, I'm playing really well, to maybe I should get picked up?
What did you ask again?
I just the kind of transition. I mean, what was it in your mind where you went from, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this game, maybe I should, enter tournaments, enter LANs, and then look for teams, sort of thing?
Yeah, I just in StarCraft 2, I got scouted from RS. It's disbanded now. It changed into Check 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that also disbanded, and now I joined Clarity. But yeah, I just got scouted from being on the top of the ladder, and got into pro gaming from there.
So are you kind of like bad luck? All your teams are being disbanded?
Most likely, yes.
Jeez, Frank, cutting deep.
Oh.
I asked the hard questions, guys. Sorry about that. Go on, John. Go
Cheap.
ask with your non-real interview questions.
Cheap digs. Yeah. So how important is it for you guys to have a team like Clarity? I mean, is it how big of a plus is it instead of just grinding out ladder games by yourself compared to having practice partners and teammates and things you can go to bounce things off of?
Yeah, Nguyen. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, having practice partners is just easier to get games on rather than ladder, where a lot of people just cheese. And you can just practice builds with your practice partners, and you don't have to have like any kind of difficulties playing on ladder rather than practice.
Are you guys in? Do you have some sort of schedule that you practice by, or is it kind of just whatever you feel like, see if anyone's on, and then kind of practice like that?
Yeah, we do have a schedule. We practice 3 to 4 times a week, and each session's about 4 hours, where we just find a partner, play, grind out games, grind out builds, help each other, and whatnot. We definitely play together more than the practice time, like the strict practice time schedule, but generally we try as a team to get in about at least 12 hours of team practice in a week. So it really helps. Brian Engine really hit all the points that we need to cover. So yeah.
Excellent. You guys practiced, all the people with the same name practice together? They practice versus each other? How they do?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So another question is, in the past year, have you guys basically been doing professional esports for the past year? Maybe you could recall if you had what's your most intense match of the 2012? Do you have one that specifically stands out?
Engine?
Not really. I guess my biggest event was MLG, and then me versus Apocalypse. If I won that, I'd most likely go to championship bracket, but at last second.
And what about you, cSaroVati? Anything that stands out?
Nothing I can really think of,
The answer is all of your games are amazing.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
So cSaroVati, I casted an event a while ago with you guys, and I was casting with Xander Fever, and I think he was saying with you specifically that you like to do a lot of unique builds as a Protoss, and I'm trying to remember if it was you, and I'm pretty sure he was talking about you. Do you find yourself to use...
Ni hao.
Okay, anyways, after that...
Our first girl on the show!
That question?
Sorry, do you find that you tend to go with very unique builds as a Protoss player? Is that something that would describe you? Do you like to bust the status quo?
Yeah. Generally, if you see me play either ladder or tournament games, they're most likely like the builds you see. If they are somewhat standard, they're going to have some sort of twist on it, like a timing or fast something. So yeah. I generally like to think that I have more unique builds than normal. Currently, I'm going to school full time, so I don't have as much time to practice as some other pro players right now. So I try making up for that lack of mechanics through innovative builds or something like that, timings and refining my build and stuff.
I see.
So definitely.
Okay, so this question is going to be for the both of you, but again, we'll ask cSaroVati first, and then Engyn, you can reply. But you both are competing in the King of the Prairies event. Is that correct?
Yep.
And
Yes.
I guess I'll ask how important is it for these big tournaments to be held in North America, like relatively local to where you guys are? How important is it to have these big events?
I think it's really important. I think one of the main places where I gained a lot of confidence in my play and experience in playing while being casted and under pressure was from a LAN run in our city.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of LANs. We've had some monthly LANs run as well. I think there's been probably 10 or 12 I've participated in the past year. So they've definitely helped a lot with confidence. They also provide sort of an incentive to keep playing. Obviously, it's not all about the money, but getting money for playing games is also awesome. So it's definitely an incentive. Definitely really helpful, really supportive. So they're really important.
Mm-hmm. And Engyn?
Yeah, it's also really important. It just helps the community, and you get a lot of tournament experience, which also motivates me to play because you get money as well.
Obviously, you guys both want to do really well at this event and future events. So, what are you looking most forward to in 2013 with esports?
I think if it could grow even more, like there's a lot of people who are helping out the community everywhere, no matter where you live. I think it's awesome. It's been growing really, really fast, but I think the next step that we can hope to achieve, hopefully in 2013, is something that King of the Prairies is doing, which they're hosting it on live TV, and they're exposing it to an audience that generally isn't as connected with stuff like gaming. And I think just by gaining more exposure slowly, we can influence esports to be something more publicly accepted rather than just like, oh, you're sitting at home playing games, like stuff like that. So I think that's the next big step, and hopefully we can get that accomplished by the end of 2013.
Right. And Engine, what are you looking most forward to esports related in 2013? It could even be your own personal stuff.
Yeah. Right now it's kind of slowing down because there's not as many tournaments, but hopefully HOTS helps grow the esports scene. Like, right now, like, we need HOTS comes out, more tournaments and more viewership, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys both been playing HOTS much leading up to the release?
I've been playing a couple of games every now and then, but not so much right now.
What are your general thoughts so far?
It's pretty fun, yeah, but like I just wish there's more units. Like Terran doesn't have that many units. It's just, I don't know. I'm not really sure yet.
He just says that because he's really good at ZVT and doesn't care. It's true. But I haven't been playing HOTS as much. Like I got a beta key a while back, but I just haven't had the time to play both Wings of Liberty and HOTS. Mm-hmm. I think obviously it's going to be awesome. Like if you can think way back when Wings of Liberty was released, there was no like if you looked at the strategies used within the first 6 months, they're all terrible. Like people are innovating new things every time. Like even now, some new strategies are being innovated and being used. So with HOTS, I definitely think the first 6 months will lead to really exciting play. Like there'll be strategies that are just completely new and they'll all be viable. So it'll be great for spectators and it'll be refreshing compared to all the standard stuff you might see nowadays.
That's awesome.
I think this brings us to our final portion of the interview.
John, are you tired? Or are you
just a bit. I had a long day of travel, okay? I had a 3-hour flight, and then I had to drive 2 hours.
Rough week.
It was a rough week, Frank.
Rough week.
It was a rough week.
week.
But I get super excited for this portion because it is the lightning round. Engyn and cSaroVati, how familiar are you on a scale of 1 to 10 with the lightning rounds?
I think I can infer what it is, but was not informed of this before the broadcast. So
no, you're not allowed to know.
Engyn, here's your chance to say yes and that you're a big fan of the lightning round, and this will give you a bonus point leading into the questions.
I'm a big fan of lightning round.
Fantastic. Engyn goes up 1-0. As teammates, this will be a hard-fought competition between the two of you. I'm going to ask 10 skill-testing, physically demanding questions. Lightning fast, one after the other. I'm going to ask Brian Z first, followed by Brian N. Your answers will not conflict with each other. You can answer whatever you want. Don't feel the need to follow the other person. And and there's points given for each question, and the person with the most points at the end wins.
Yeah, and John gives us the point, so make him happy.
All right, I got it.
In no way are the questions slanted towards my own opinions. So, the gentlemen of Clarity Gaming, are you ready for the Esports Canada TV lightning round?
Yes.
Fantastic. Question number 1, are you excited about the hockey season starting up?
Yes. Is that all I say?
Yes.
Yes.
To expand on this?
Engyn, sorry, what's that?
I guess so.
Don't like that lack of enthusiasm. The point goes to cSaroVati, 1-0. Or 1-1, sorry, you had the bonus points.
Tied.
It's tied up. Question number 2, Autobots or Decepticons?
Decepticons.
Autobots.
Whoa, who said
Gotta
what?
go with Autobots.
I think Engine
I said
said
Decepticons.
Yeah,
I
Engine said
don't know how you can
Decepticons.
vote for the Decepticons. They never win.
I'm just going to confess right now, I never watched Transformers.
You get no
Whoa.
points, John. You get no points.
So,
John, you should be on the show.
so that's a blank question. 0 points. Number 3, favorite childhood toy. And don't say your Decepticon toy.
I didn't really have that many toys as a child.
Ditto.
Oh.
Sad childhood.
Hashtag Asian parents.
Wow, that was mildly depressing. A pity point for each of you. I'll
Right.
send you a stuffed animal after the show's done. Question number 4, the smell of fresh baked bread or freshly cut grass?
Bread.
I'm gonna have to say grass.
I liked how
Grass.
Engine jumped in there and answered first, even
Yeah.
though it was cSaroVati's turn. I like that enthusiasm. That's 1 point for him. So it's 2-1 Engine.
Gotta give him a handicap.
Excuse me, what's that?
Gotta give him a handicap.
That's -1. Now 2-0 Engine. Question number 5, the first console you ever owned.
PlayStation 2.
Super Nintendo.
Oh, thank God they at least had consoles. Could you imagine?
We
We didn't have anything as children.
I owned a PlayStation 2, did not own a Super Nintendo. cSaroVati gets the point, 2-1.
John, you should not. The heck? Keep
PS2
going.
is a better system.
Yeah, but the Super Nintendo, man. Like, what's wrong?
I had a Sega, okay?
There's,
Guys,
like,
there, I
Legos
said
in
it.
every
I had a
house.
Sega and I didn't watch
Sonic
Transformers.
guy. He's a Sonic guy.
Played Vector Man. Question 6. Who will get second place to you at the King of the Prairies tournament?
Engine.
cSaroVati.
Whoa.
He just stole my answer, but answered later. Like, if he gets the point here, this is rigged. I know you both play Zerg. See it.
Oh, he sees it.
You've got balls, cSaroVati. I like balls. You get the point. It's 2-2.
Right?
Number 7. Player you admire the most. And you can't give the same answer you did in the previous question.
Grubby. Engine would say no one. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Flash, I guess.
Flash?
Yep.
I watched a really good documentary on Grubby last week. It was really heartfelt. Gonna give the point to cSaroVati on this one. He's up 3-2. Don't call it a comeback. In practice, who wins more, Brian or Brian?
I think Brian.
Engine?
Brian, yeah.
Point goes to Engine. Tied up. 3-3. Number 9. Favorite game besides StarCraft?
Dota 2.
Good choice.
Like that.
Just don't
Pokemon.
answer. You lost the point. Oh.
All right. Actually, there are no games other than StarCraft, so it's a wash. No points. So we're tied up 3-3, miraculously, going into the final question. Question number 10. Which Kevin is your favorite?
Ooh, it's a good one.
That's tough. That is very tough. I don't know. I'm gonna let Engine go first. Like,
Ooh.
Engine.
I like this strategy.
You gotta answer first one of these times.
All of them.
All of them.
Favorite.
cSaroVati for the
I'm
win.
gonna pick Kevin KC. I mean, he lives in my city. He's a cool guy. Plays Terran. There are not many Terrans around anyways, so gotta give it to my boy KC.
Just going to say this. You had me when you said you lived in the same town and that he was your friend and he was cool. I got a little teary-eyed. And then you said he played Terran. I'm going to give it to my Zerg brother. I'm just going to confess now the whole thing was rigged. Engine was always going to win as a Zerg player. Congratulations, Clarity Gaming's Engine.
Congratulations.
You win the Clarity Gaming Showdown.
It's just like every tournament. Zerg takes it again.
Yep. This
Congratulations, Engine.
OP.
Well, the questions used to be balanced, and then we patched them, and now it seems Zergs win every time.
She's got both.
John controlling that MMR, that's the problem.
No, it's
Yeah.
exactly.
We need more rocks. Can we get some more rocks questions for next round?
Rocks.
Guys, thank you so much for being on the show at this time. I will give the mics to you to plug your streams, the Clarity website, Twitter, anything where we can follow you and shower you with money.
Yeah. First of all, thanks for EsportsCanadaTV for having us on. It's a pleasure getting exposure to the Canadian scene and everything else you do on this stream. Really appreciated. I guess I'll do shoutouts. Since Engin's going last, we'll have him do the team shoutouts. Put the pressure on him. He has to do it anyways. He won the Clarity Showdown.
That's true.
It comes with the win. But you can follow me personally, twitter.com/cSaroVati, twitch.tv/cSaroVati for my stream. I think that's actually just it for me. So Engine can go with his.
How often are you streaming?
I try streaming more often. The only problem that's holding me back right now is my quality is really terrible because my internet's really terrible and I play on a laptop. So there's not much I can do.
And when your mom interrupts your streaming?
That too. Just add some added, no pressure. It's just things coming at me at every angle, but
she's coming in and shouting.
I try to stream. Yeah.
That's a joke. Protoss doesn't have build.
Why you B move? You should A move.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Engine. Go.
Yeah, thanks for Esports Canada for having us here. You can follow me at Twitter at cEngyn. I don't have a stream at the moment because my computer's not good enough to stream. But yeah, also shout out to Clarity Gaming for having us on their team.
That was a terrible shout out, so I'm going to finish it off. You can find Clarity Gaming, claritygaming.com, twitter.com/clarity_gaming, I believe. Facebook, Clarity Gaming, I also think. But regardless of if I butchered those, you can go to our website. There are links to those specifically. And also stay tuned. I think this Friday we're going to release a little wrap-up on Team Liquid. Another little summary of what we've been doing, and we're going to announce some sponsors, some things we're doing, some events we're sending, and a lot of great stuff. So keep tuned in. Definitely have a lot of things to announce. Really interesting.
And you guys recently had Juk2 come to CG, correct?
Yes, awesome. We did. And he's also currently living in North America, which might give you a hint of one of our announcements that I don't think I'm allowed to say, but
I'm just going to pressure you now to go ahead and say it.
You heard it here on EsportsCanadaTV.
Yep, just go ahead and whisper that in my ear.
I can't say anything. My manager will kill me. He's probably listening.
No one watches this show. All right, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are out of time. We did want to do a rundown of things to come in 2013, but we did plug our lands and everything else that's coming up as well. I think Frank wanted to talk about Ritmax 2013 as well as the 2014 season.
I want to talk with HOTS.
And Frank has about 18 pages of HOTS notes that he also wanted to go over.
Keep building up.
But thank you to all three of our guests tonight. Josh Lewis, Triumph_esports on Twitter. Check out King of the Prairies tournament coming up as well. Thank you to our crew from Clarity Gaming, Engine, and cSaroVati. Follow them on Twitter, cSaroVati and cEngyn, and check out claritygaming.com. Follow their players, watch their streams, and support them. I have been your host at Quinn of the Net, joined by...
Go ahead, Nick. You go first, because you always watch this.
No. Okay, joined by ESC Songs. Follow me at ESC Songs. I am done.
Your best one yet, bud.
And I'm Jovian at ESC Jovian. I hope to get my internet ballin' for next week, so you'll have my pretty face up on the screen once again, so you don't have to look at these two fools for much longer. So look forward to next week. Big things happening on our stream.
When can we expect the Clarity Gaming announcement?
On Friday.
All right, you heard it here first. They're signing at Quinn of the Net. I'm going to turn down the music that I was amping up to end the show. I recently got demoted to gold, I played my season match.
no.
God
today.
damn it, John.
Yeah, it was. I played in an airport today with super lag and just
Why
threw
would
my
you?
threw my headset down in disgust. Security came over. It was bad. Good night, everyone. Episode 19. Frank, who's our guest?
We have Firezerg, and we either have Live in Pink or Mr. Bitters. I'm not sure which one of those two is going to answer first.
Well, his name's Mr. Bitter, so he's probably not coming on the show anymore.
Oh, you messed that up. Damn
What
it.
did I
That's it,
say?
everyone. Follow us on Twitter at esports_Canada, facebook.com/esportscanada, twitch.tv/esportsCanadaTV, and our website esportscanada.ca. Follow the forums, join the conversation, and support esports in this great nation. Good night, everyone.
Tonight we'll meet again.